All right, I have a few different distress oxides here and I am ready to play. So I kind of wanted to try something out. I haven't tried it yet, so I am doing it for the first time on this video right now. I'm just putting some ink on my mini distress dabber, but usually when we distress, we like to accentuate our edges at the very end. I kind of want to see what happens if I do that first with the distress oxides, and then see what happens if I then go pick the colors up off of the mat, kind of like how we saw Tim do at CHA. And I'll give you a few tips on some things that I noticed too after me playing around with the whole picking up the distress oxides and using your heat tool to get that oxidized effect. So there, I've just gone around my edges really quick. I'm not going to get it wet yet. And one reason why I don't really want to go put color through the whole entire tag is because I'm afraid once I add water with the next colors that we use, like that we're going to pick up off of our craft mat, I think it would be too much and the colors would just get really, really messy. But I did try it. It turned out kind of cool. But like I said, always with distress, always, always, always play. Play, play, play. Have fun. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some faded jeans, and I'm just going to gently press down in the center using your pointer finger and rub back and forth on the craft mat. You don't need to really like hammer it down super hard or anything. Then I've got some broken china. I'll do a little peeled paint. And we'll finish off with fossilized amber. Fossilized amber is probably my new favorite color of distress after we got all of the new colors last year. All right, just saying. Okay, so now we need to get our craft mat wet. And the big thing is I'm not going to spray a ton of water on there. I'm just going to do little short bursts because you really want to get different sized water droplets. And you guys, I'll zoom in here and you can kind of see all of the different sizes that I'm getting. And that's going to make a difference once we dab our tag through. All right. So now, one thing here I want to mention, if you've been following Tim in videos for a while, maybe you caught when he first came out with the distress paints, and he showed a technique where he dabbed the distress paints on the craft mat and then he swiped the tag through. We don't want to swipe our tag on this. We want to dab our tag. And so I'm going to go ahead and just start kind of dabbing it through. You don't have to be picky. And the first time it happens, nothing too exciting is gonna go down the first time, but I think that already looks pretty cool. I don't know about you guys. I love it. I love these. And I love that now, see some of the yellows and stuff mixed in and the browns and the blues at the top. So maybe you don't need to distress ink the edges first, like I said. I just kind of wanted to see what was gonna happen once I did. And we'll go ahead and dry that. And I'll show you guys something else on the tag. The other thing is if it's taking too long to dry and you're just being impatient or you use a little too much water maybe, is you can just pick it up with a paper towel or a craft towel. All right, so I'm going to go back in for a second round of color. I'm just going to add a little bit more water. Oh, the one thing I wanted to show you guys. So see in here, we get all of those fun little specks. Those are going to be the smaller specks on our craft mat where there's not a ton of water. So you can kind of, again, see the difference. And I love how it's still oxidized, that brown on the side, once we added some more water in there. So cool. All right, so I'm going to go back in for a second time around. Get some more blue, maybe some green and some yellow on the top. Ah, so much fun. And then I am going to just squirt a little bit more water. And we're going to heat. And one thing that Tim mentioned too at CHA is if you are playing around and the colors look kind of muddy when they are on your craft mat, or I'm sorry, when you're on your tag, you can just go ahead. Mud is going to dry like mud, so pick it up that way. Or if you want the mud, you can totally go with it. It's all up to you. Alright, I'll go ahead and draw that. And I think I'm going to go in just for one more round for fun. Get some more greens in here. And the other thing too is you can always clean up your craft mat, wipe it down, and add some more colors. Tim layered all different kinds of really cool colors at CHA, and mixed colors that you would never think would go together. And you're like, whoa, how on earth did those layer together or sit on top of each other and not look totally funky? All right, so how fun is that? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You totally could not get these effects with your regular distress inks. The Oxides really, I mean, see some of the brown still peeking through at the bottom there. The little bits of blue and green all mixed up. Oh, I love it. All right, so I wanted to show you guys too. We can definitely stamp with the Oxides. So let me go ahead and... This is one of Tim's older stamp set. It is called the Spills and Splatters. It's one of my favorites. You can see a little coffee stain, and we'll use, why not, walnut stain for it. As I'm going through the stamp with the Oxide ink, you can tell I'm just wiggling it back and forth a little bit. And let's go ahead and we'll put him right there. And yes, I am a CPR stamper, as Tim calls it. I cannot wait to try out his new stamping platform. All right, so there you can see we definitely have a great crisp image. It shows out a lot more than a regular distress ink would. And just for fun, let's go ahead. We'll do two more things real quick. We're gonna spray this and kind of see what happens. Again, I'm using smaller little bursts of water. Very cool. So it just kind of made the stamp blend in with the oxidized layer around it. How pretty is that, you guys? Sorry, my hand's a little shaky. All right, just to continue, sorry, I had to stop the video. I got a phone call. I want to do one more stamp with you guys just because I have to, just because I think it'll look so awesome. So I'm doing another one of the splatters with the walnut stain. And just as we're finishing up here, again, I always say, if you guys have questions, let us know in the video comment section. Always check out Craft Test Dummies too for the full post that we'll have as well. And you'll see lots of pictures, photo samples, but make sure to ask questions. I am totally willing to come back and do a second video review if you guys want. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the Distress Oxide video. I hope you guys are able to get your hands on a few of these lovely, lovely ink pads because truly they're just so much fun to play with. They're awesome. Enjoy, and we will talk to you guys later here at Craft Test Dummies. Signing out.